Hey traders from around the world, this is the voice of Jeremy Alexander Newsom with Real Life Trading. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. It is a snowy, cold, white, beautiful day here in Nashville, Tennessee. What's up, Jonas? Winter storm coming in from some of this area, and I really didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. There's about 4 or 5 inches of snow out there, which is a big deal for Nashville. So it's safe to say that, yep, pretty much everything is shut down, and no one's going anywhere. So a lot of Netflix being used today, a lot of internet being used today. Got some videos done, some articles. This is great. So checking out the general markets. We did have a kind of a thin day trading today and yesterday. Really between both days, I think down about an R in day trading. So end of the week, phenomenal, absolutely incredible week. Month is still going great. So I got an entire week left in the month, and then February's here. So again, the last 2 days have been pretty light. On Wednesday, we had a really solid low come in, and we were looking at this potential low during the class, and I was really thinking that this could be an interesting tweezer bottom, and it was. Good little bounce. So today's gap, really, we didn't move that much from open, honestly. It really didn't move that much. The open of the day, 189.78, and the close of the day, 194.9. So we didn't really move a point from open to close. The move happened after hours, which is strong for sure. This is a decent gap without question. It did do exactly what I needed to do for it to be even remotely considered as a semi-strong bullish move. Again, this all up in here is a support zone. This is a morning star reversal, and we did break the high of that Tuesday candle, which was needed to be done in order for the bulls to be taken seriously. Volume has declined though, so this still theoretically could be a flag pattern. But again, we are reaching supports. But the fact that this angle is pretty strong, I'm quite confident that something similar to back over here will kind of take place, where we trade a little bit higher and then probably roll down. Here's the moving averages on the SPY, which is the ETF that tracks the S&P, and we just traded right into the 10 today. So will we roll over from there? Possibly. And are we going bullish? Yes, some traders did go bullish, but very short term in here. Again, long term, I did add some positions to IRA, 401k type of thing yesterday for the longer term view. Again, because you're out of support, why not buy low, sell high, right? Going to be interesting to see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I hope for a lot of people out there, we do bounce really strongly, but there's a lot of the other indices out there that I'm not totally buying it yet. The DIA, we did not breach Tuesday's high, but again, nice little morning star reversal. A lot of volatility, but the volume, not so much today. Here's your IWM, and the IWM is retesting. So it broke out of this support. Nice little white candle coming in after a black candle, and kind of intentionally anticipating some soft higher highs in here, something like that. And then this is going to be the retest where I anticipate a potential rollover. Here's the same thing with the XLE. We are retesting. So this is exactly what we talked about on Monday and Wednesday. We are getting that retracement today. Did get stopped out of some swing trades. Nothing too wild though. QEP. Had to trade on QEP and got stopped out. I think their stop was... it was right about there. Entry was right about there. So got stopped out on QEP. What else did I get stopped out on today? I think that's about it. Let me check the swing trade list over here. Pull that over here. We did get triggered into Mobileye today. Here's MBLY. So I did take this on the pullback. So again, this little retest. So didn't do too many of these. But again, look at this volume. Very light. We broke through support. Bearish volume is strong everywhere you see it. And looks like we're trying to come back and limit sell, and hopefully that happens. Will it? I have no idea. But at this point, the trend's your friend, and that's what I'm trading with. Bank of America, we did get triggered into that bearish, and that does still look relatively bearish. If you're not in on Bank of America, I do think it's a confirmed bearish trade, and I would just simply wait for a little bit of a retest if you're not already in, and something like this could happen. With Bank of America, I am in on Bank of America. JetBlue, here's your symbol JBLU. Earnings is coming out very soon. Our stop is at 21.68 is our stop. Probably get stopped out Monday or Tuesday, and if not, then I'll just exit for a very small loss. And earnings is coming up anyway, so that's all manageable. But so far in the month, still nice and green for January. Some really good swing trades. And that's the point, ladies and gentlemen. Lose small, win big if you're able to. Let's talk about some stocks that had earnings today in American Express. down 12%. And yes, you can bet your green dollar that we were watching American Express all day. Shout outs to Leon Benish, Karen Shukin, Brad Reed, Blake Anderson, and a few others who just absolutely destroyed American Express today. Really, really solid gaps. Here's our analysis, from a while ago. It was a retest gap today. So it was a black candle gapping down. And on the 5-minute chart, this is how most of the traders, I think Zane and a few others took this one on American Express, was this little rollover right here. So stock came down, came up, risk reward was terrible, came back down, came back up, and there's your risk reward. Very small candles, boom, boom, shazam! Solid little play on American Express. So again, great job for those in the trading room who got a chance to play that one. Really, really good move on American Express. And at this particular point in time, I think American Express is going to make its way back down to 53.34. So if you're looking for a swing trade with some edge, American Express has some edge. Black candle gapping down, bearish retest gap. Starbucks, we didn't do too much with Starbucks today. My boy Fred in Canada tried to play Starbucks, lost an R on it. So great risk mitigation, Fred. Right now, Starbucks is smack dab in the middle of the 100 and the 200 simple moving average. Volume came in. You are experiencing some lower highs and that little trend line coming in there. So Starbucks, I don't have anything at this exact moment in time. As an update, we did have a put sale on First Solar. This was a naked put, and this expires February week 1, and we got into it Wednesday with that nice little lower shadow, that hammer candle, and I bought to close that today. And the reason I did that simply is because the market's obviously been very, very volatile, and there's not many people out there selling naked puts. We still are, but we're doing it intermediately. There's not tons of them. But yes, made a profit on that one. Bought to close for 30 cents today. And Bill has some shares of this and also has a covered call at 68 expiring 2/12/16, which is also in February. So if he gets exercised there, he'll be happy as a clam because that's also profit for him. I will say on First Solar, this does look like a little bit of a double bottom off of a trend line. So First Solar looking relatively bullish, and it did break the high of this bearish candle right there, which is really interesting. So I think First Solar maybe pulls back on Monday, but then likely trades up into 72.06 potentially. But that put sale looking good. Speaking of put sale, Facebook was another one. We got into this one also on Wednesday. Shout out to Dean Chance for finding this one. Guys, on Wednesday, there was premium all the way down here for next week. Now, this put sale expires next Friday, which is over earnings. Next week is a big week for earnings, ladies and gentlemen. Big week. So keep an eye on your stock charts because there's going to be a lot going on. Probably going to leave that one over earnings, though. Right now, it was at 5 cents today. I've considered buying that one back, but at this point it seems so far away. Facebook would have to gap down 25 points for that to be an issue, and that is well over 20%. So I'm not seeing that happen. Thinkorswim, a few of the brokers have it at about 10% max gap on earnings. So I think that should be okay. Nike had a put sale on Nike that expired today. This was a 57.50 put sale. This was a day trade. Jason McCoy and a few others did a great job mitigating risk on Nike today. Delta Airlines got triggered into a bear call spread on Delta Airlines expiring in February. This is a 51.52 bear call spread for 11 cents. That's right here by right here. Kind of anticipating this is going to happen and then something like that. Hopefully, possibly, potentially, I'm not sure. But earnings is over, and a lot of the airlines are looking a little bit weak, like Southwest. Southwest was down 1.27%, wasn't super strong today. So Southwest might be leading them. UNP, which is a railroad company, took a little bit of day trading action on UNP today, which was good. Add a little bit of a green to our overall trading. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, another fantastic week. Thank you for everyone who did sign up this week, who were really pumped about the trades. We did well today as well in the morning trading room. The afternoon trading room is right around the corner, Finance Friday, which you can believe we're going to have a lot to talk about today in the financial markets. A lot going on with oil and Iran and the Middle East, and this is an interesting ETF. You guys want to keep an eye on it. iShares Turkey ETF. Some of this oil deal with the peace treaty and everything could definitely spill over to Turkey and kind of cause some turmoil over there potentially. There's a very interesting, very, very strong support right here that it actually is retesting right now. I agree that volume is not that great, probably one to play with shares, but Richard, I appreciate you sending me your information on this one, and it looks like it's kind of retesting that support. It is making some lower lows, and based on some of the other indices out there, ladies and gentlemen, I think that there's a chance that we could make some lower lows, but not sold yet. We'll see what happens. We'll trade them as they come. Really excited to see what Apple does on earnings. Huge move today. Really, really good. Again, shout outs to, I believe her name is Katiana. I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm going to call her Kay. Kay was in class today, this morning. She left in 30 minutes. She made 3R on Apple with a beautiful gap and go. And she was like, all right, I'm done for the day. #discipline. She just joined yesterday and is already up 6R. She's blaming me for that. I'll take the blame for anyone being up 6R any day of the week. But Katiana, great trade. Awesome gap and go on Apple. Earnings is coming up. So very interesting to see what Apple's going to do. This is a little bit of an ugly double bottom. If Apple gaps up but does not break 106 on earnings, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little bearish if that happens. But also if Apple gaps down, I'm going to be relatively speculative. So it's going to be interesting to see next week. A lot of big names. Keep an eye out for your real-life stock reviews. They are going to be here next week, and they are going to be free as always. Subscribe to YouTube. You'll get all the channels and videos that we post, which I usually post at least 3 or 4 things a day, and I'll be posting something very soon this afternoon. You guys rock. Thanks so much for watching this. Have a great day. And until next time, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. See ya.